So one of the things I understand that you're actually doing here is working with spatial computing. How does that actually link to business? I mean, you think about it and the first thing comes to mind of maybe games, but with your focus on these use cases and business outcomes,
Right.
what's so different with spatial computing from traditional computing?
Right. It's a great question. I think it's fair to say a lot of kind of airplay that spatial computing gets has a very distinct kind of consumer focus. But we believe that if you kind of peel back and look at spatial computing from a holistic perspective, what spatial computing is doing is completely reimagining the interface between humans and computers.
Okay.
Our traditional conception of the interface has a relatively fixed perspective on what that interface looks like. So it's a screen with a keyboard and a mouse that evolved with touchscreens. And what spatial computing now does is takes that to a completely different level where you can now use computing to overlay and combine the physical world with the digital world, where the digital world and the physical world are equal citizens. So all of a sudden that opens up all kinds of possibilities. So let's just say in a retail environment, you're a brand.
Right.
And I'm a customer of your brand and I just moved into a new apartment. I'm trying to figure out what kind of furniture I need to put into my apartment. Spatial computing can allow for me, from my home, to actually interact with you as a brand and interact with your digital presence, right? And now pay attention, I'm not talking about a traditional portal,
Right.
etc. Let's drop the constraints of a portal or a website, etc. Let's just imagine I'm interacting with a digital presence that I can summon up.
It's part of
through
your life.
Spatial computing, exactly. And all of a sudden now I can look at your product catalog. So let's just say you're a furniture manufacturer or you're a home goods manufacturer.
Yeah.
I can actually, using traditional kind of natural gestures, using my hands, etc., I can pick and choose elements of the furniture, a couch, an ottoman, a side table, a dining table, etc. I can look at the kind of the virtual catalog that exists in the digital world. I can overlay that into my physical world.